Hi friends, I just was chatting with some of the people in Jory's live stream library group, telling them I was setting up, and that was like 10 or 15 minutes ago. So I apologize to you guys who have been waiting by your phones for the notification that I'm on. But I'm on now. We had some technical difficulties, but all is well. And it's time for our weekly guidance. Patrice, you've made it perfectly in perfect divine timing. Yay. I was just apologizing for the technical difficulties that created a little bit of a delay, but we're here and we're going to start shuffling. Oh my goodness, guys, holy moly. I never would have expected after last week's card reading, which was interesting, and I was surprised by it because it kept talking about relationships, even though the cards weren't necessarily about relationships. Whoa, I didn't expect to have such an intense week. It was challenging and intense. There were at least 3 days that threw me for a loop, and I was like, where is this coming from? And things are feeling better today. We have an energy shift on Friday, but then I found out that July 3rd, we have an eclipse. Hi, Linda. We have an eclipse coming, and I really, it was like my big epiphany of like, oh, that's what happens. That's what's going on, because an eclipse can uproot things and shine a light on the darkness. So it can shine a light. Hi, Shane. It can shine a light on deeply buried wounds. It can bring them to the surface. And we also have this 9 energy, which is a higher frequency. Whenever you have high frequency energy beaming, it vibrates very fast and shakes anything that's kind of sitting at the bottom up to the surface. So a lot of things were coming to the surface, and when I found out it was an eclipse, usually it's the period before the eclipse, so it's shining that light on the darkness and bringing up things that were old things. And again, we have 9 energy and 6 energy, which is healing and letting go, releasing, forgiving, seeing things from a higher perspective. And it was a lot to process. So, we've got to feel the feelings, we've got to process them. And of course, I give you guys tools to do that with the emotional closet cleaning session that I offer. And the cards helped me a ton. Yesterday, I thought, uh-oh, did I say too much to somebody? And what did I do? Oh no, was this a bad idea? And my cards said, you're on the right track. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I could actually let that one go. Anyway, so it has been intense. I feel like the eclipse is always going to bring intense energy. I'm not an astrologist, I'm a numerologist, so I'm not an expert at all on astrology. But with the eclipse and bringing in bringing up those buried wounds, those deep wounds, and combining it with what I do know, which is the numerology, the 6 and the 9 about the healing and letting go and family and relationships. And that was the big theme of our reading last week, was relationships. Again, it wasn't necessarily in the cards, but it came through in the words in my claircognizance, which means clear knowing. So the words that were coming through when I was talking about the cards were focusing on relationships, centering yourself, being in non-reaction, and also being practical in how you're dealing with things. Are you coming from a place of peace? Are you coming from drama? Are you coming from your higher self? Are you coming from ego? And it was challenging. It was challenging for me because I definitely had some ego stuff. And I'm grateful to my friends, because sometimes you just need someone as a sounding board to say, that's not really the higher perspective. You need to think about the other person's perspective. So I'm grateful. So let's start shuffling. We're going to do 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing, what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. And then we'll do our focus cards from the Zen Blossoms and the Love is Everywhere deck. All of these decks have been created by me, and they are available on theblissfulknowing.com, where you can also book a private session with me. We are going to do our magic shuffle. Well, my magic shuffle, which is like this, until the cards jump out and let me know that they want to speak. They raise their little hands. Me, pick me. Shuffling. Yep, Shane. Haha. All right. I see my friend Kristen is here. Yay. So exciting to see you. I hope you're having a great summer. All right. Anything else? I wish I would have told you all that while I was shuffling so I could save some time. Just so happens I went to bed at 4 a.m. That's another weird thing about this week. The sleep has been weird. Went to bed at 4 in the morning, woke up at 6 in the morning. I was like, you're kidding me, right? I know you're kidding me, right? 2 hours later. So I was thinking, I am so tired. I don't know how I'm going to do a live stream. 2 cards. I don't know how I'm going to do a live stream. And then I thought, no, I know how I'm going to do a live stream, because the guides are going to fill me with high frequency energy. And you can tell that I'm pretty buzzed right now, so you'd never know I had no sleep. We got our 4 cards. That was quick and easy. Last week, I had some issues with the pendulum where I was kind of influencing it. Wow, we got that card too. So I want to make sure I don't do that again this week. Oh wait, that's not the deck. That's the pretty deck. Here's the shuffler deck. So we are whipping through, which is great, because I did want to be fast today since I am pretty darn tired. Oh, saw that card. Darn it. All right, we've got our cards. I'm just going to confirm, and I'm going to keep my mind very neutral when I use my pendulum this week. What we have, yes. What we want, yes. All righty. What we need and get. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right, guys. So here we go. What we have. Oh, there it is again. Ground yourself. But you know why I'm happy to see this card? Because last week, it was what we need. We needed to ground ourselves. And now it's saying that we have grounded ourselves. So we've taken the advice. This is about being practical in our approach. And again, that means centering ourselves and asking ourselves, is this the right thing to say right now? Is this the best way to handle this situation? What are the repercussions of handling this situation this way? Is there a better way? It says a practical approach can benefit you at this time. Get organized and then evaluate what action steps you can take to make progress in your endeavors. A clear focus and careful planning will assist you in accomplishing your goals. Trust that the skills and knowledge that you require will be made available to you. Allow life to reveal the next step of your journey. So hi, Susan. So again, this feels more like we've had all this high frequency energy, so we really need to stay grounded and not get not get too floaty, not get too spacey, really come back to our center and ask ourselves, is this the right thing to do? But it's saying that we have done it. So yay, I know I did my best to stay grounded through all that crazy stuff that happened for me in this past week. It was crazy. So we have grounded yourself. We're already grounded. Hallelujah. Even though today I don't feel very grounded because it's a double 5 day, which is, I call 5 the caffeine energy. So I am feeling that for sure, that restlessness, that high energy aerobic 5 vibe. At least I am now that I'm here. I was pretty tired before I came on, like I said, but the guides come through and give me a nice buzz of knowledge and wisdom. All right, I'm shedding. Hang on, we're shedding. Okay, next card, what we want. Let's see what we got. Shane, you feel it. Oh, good. We do want this. New horizons. I certainly want this after what happened this past week. And again, letting go. 9 energy. We let go so we can start fresh. We end so we can begin. Every ending is a new beginning. New horizons. We want new horizons. And the shift in energy that we're going into on Friday is new beginning energy. We're shifting into some one energy. New horizons, what we want. A chapter is ending and positive changes are on the horizon. Find freedom in releasing the past and living in the now. Let go of anything that is weighing you down. It's time to start fresh. Welcome this new phase of your life and look forward to exploring new and exciting experiences. Oh, hallelujah. Holly's here. Hello, my love. Okay, so this makes sense. We want to let go of the old so we can bring in the new, and the 9 energy is inviting us to do that, to let go of the old. We've got a couple more days left before we shift on Friday into some of that new beginning energy. So it's all coming up to the surface to be let go of, and we're seeing things from the higher perspective. We're zooming out. We're seeing our old patterns, our old ways of thinking, the beliefs that aren't serving us. We're seeing it. We're getting that bird's eye view, that higher self vantage point, broader perspective. All right, that's exciting. I definitely am ready for new horizons, new and exciting experiences. Yes, I am. Can I get an amen? All right, what we need. Ooh, there is a blessing in this situation. We need to remember that there's a blessing in this situation. Yes, we do. We always do that. We always need to do that. Your current circumstances are a blessing in disguise. The benefits of this occurrence may not be obvious right now, but they will be revealed in time. Assigning a positive meaning to the situation will assist you in deriving the most positive effect from it. Oh, this is such a good reminder, guys. And it goes perfectly with my experience yesterday where I was like, oh crap, was that a bad idea? Should I have not had that conversation? And then my higher self did say, no, like let the dust settle. Things are going to shift now. You needed to get that out. You needed to speak your truth. We're in a 3-year of speaking our truth. Speaking our truth, guys. Again, higher self truth, not ego truth. And that's where we have to ground ourselves and say, is this the right thing to say? Where is this coming from? What is the end game? What is the intention here? So there is a blessing in this situation. We need to remember that. We don't see it. The physical mind can't see what the higher mind can see. The physical mind is down in the valley and the higher self is up there on the mountaintop and can see where we're going. It knows why we have to do what we have to do. Sometimes we don't know why we're doing something. We don't know the effect it's going to have, but we feel that gut, that intuitive pull, I like to call it, that says you've got to do this, you have to do this, and you might not know why, or you might think it's for one reason, but it's actually for another reason that the higher self knows, and that's why it's saying, go, do this, do this, do this. Sometimes I have no idea why I need to do something, but I know it's coming from the higher self, so I'm like, okay, I just take orders, especially when I'm doing a session. I always tell my clients, I'm like, listen, this is what they're telling me to say, this is what they're telling me to do, it's not me talking, I'm just taking orders here, that's all I can do, that's all I can do. All right, so remember, there's a blessing in the situation, and you can take this with any scenario and define it as positive, and you can say, I don't see why this is positive, I can't see it, but I know that there must be some positive reason or it wouldn't be happening in my life. You can affirm that. You can actually define something as positive, shift your way of looking at the perspective, shift it. That's what a miracle is. It's a shift in perception. So remember that there is a blessing in the situation. And the biggest blessing as far as letting go of all this stuff or having it all come to the surface, it's like an earthquake and it's like all this stuff is just, or even maybe like lava coming out of a volcano. But things are being unearthed and uprooted. We're shining the light on the darkness. And so when we're going through it, it's like a detox and it doesn't feel good. It feels like, yuck, look at all this stuff that is in my face. All these emotions, all these wounds, all this sadness, all this grief, whatever it is, all this turmoil, when it's coming up, it's like when you're vomiting, it feels awful, but once it's out, you feel better. So the blessing as far as releasing is we can start fresh. We can lighten up. Enlightenment is about lightening up our load, letting go of the old past baggage, old beliefs that aren't working and aren't serving us. So the blessing there is, even though it feels like a detox and it feels like, ugh, crap, it doesn't feel good, I don't want to face this stuff. Once you've dealt with it and processed it and integrated it and learned from it and released it, you can be lighter and freer and start fresh. And things will begin to shift in your life because, as I've always said, when you hold on to negative beliefs, it's like an invasive species in your garden, sucking all the nutrients out of the soil. You can't plant new things. Nothing's going to sprout. Nothing's going to grow if there's no nutrients in the soil, if those invasive species, negative beliefs are sucking the life out of the soil. So we are walking around with all kinds of unconscious beliefs. A lot of them are from our childhood. We don't even realize we picked them up. And that's one of my specialties that I work on with you in a session. And right now with the eclipse, shining the light on the darkness, shining the light on those things that have been buried so deeply within us, it's time to look at them and release them so we can start fresh, so we can start planting new seeds. All right, so we've got one more card for what we get. Oh, I'm excited to see this. I hope it's a good one. They're all good ones, right? They're all good. They all serve. Okay. Ooh, it is a good one. Make it happen. Ooh, that feels juicy and empowering, doesn't it? Ooh, I feel it. Every time I get this card, I feel it's like this really exciting vibrational punch of goodness. It's like, ooh, power. Internal power, not ego power, empowerment power of you are a deliberate creator and you can make stuff happen. You've got the ruby slippers. Hi, Lori. All right, make it happen. Juicy and delish. You have all the power you need to manifest your desires. You were born with the ability to overcome any obstacle. Create the life you want by first believing in yourself and your capabilities. Action steps are required. This is not the time to sit idly. Know that you have what it takes to succeed. Can you see I can't stop smiling because I can feel the power of it and I know the truth of it and it makes sense. It resonates for me too. Because some of the issues I was feeling were like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to achieve this. How is this ever going to manifest the way I want it to? And the suffering was coming from this false belief that it couldn't manifest. And I just had to accept things and settle, and that things are the way they are, and I'm just going to have to settle for less than what I really prefer, which was a false belief. It was creating a lot of suffering for me. And so this is here to remind us, no, you have the power to create based on your preferences. You have the power to align with what you prefer. So that's exciting. Happy, happy. Hi, Christy. Ooh, it's powerful, Christy. Woo! Yummy and delish. Feeling it. I'm feeling it, guys. I hope you are too. We're going to make those new horizons happen. Okay, let's get to the focus cards. I'm excited now. This card really got me going. All right, focus card. Actually, you know what the flower one is, so we're going to go to the heart one first. Listen. Listen is the card. Now, this is about connecting to your inner voice. Listening. This to me, this is like a lily pad. Isn't that so pretty? Wait, let me show you the pretty version. It will be a little more clear on the camera. Oh, there it is right there. Easy enough. Okay, so this was like this lily pad. It had like a little fuzzies on the heart, and it reminded me of an ear. And so this is about listening to your inner voice, your inner truth. And it's that, to me, it's about that reassurance from the higher self that things are going to be okay. Really getting out of the ego, which is a lot of this, going into the heart and hearing that soft, gentle, still small voice that's saying what you really need to know. And for me, it's saying you can make this happen. You can. Don't limit your experience with false belief. Okay, ooh, like it, I like it a lot. One more card, guys. We are whipping through. Also, I have some beautiful pieces coming in from for jewelry, and a lot of them already sold on the Blissful Knowing VIPs, but I did open that group up, so I'm going to tag you guys to the group before I forget. Just going to tag you guys in the comments. Tag the group so you can see what's coming in very soon, probably this week. The new jewelry pieces are so pretty, but almost all of them sold. They sell like within 5 minutes of posting a lot of the times. So if you're not in that group, you might want to check that out. But I have a couple pieces that are not reserved that are going to be in the shop, hopefully. So you can see those there. All right, one more focus card. Zen Blossoms. Hi, Kimberly. Ooh, enjoyment. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let me get a drink. That's exciting. This is a gazania flower. And the reason why I picked the word enjoyment is because it looked like these pink stripes were paintbrush strokes. Can you see that? Oh, I wish you could see that. It's like so blurry. And it reminded me of painting. And then the petals were swaying and it reminded me of dancing. So doing things that you love and things that you enjoy. It's really the happiness card of this deck. So enjoyment. This excites me a lot also because make it happen. Again, what I was thinking of as far as making it happen has a lot to do with joy and feeling joyful and having more joyful experiences and how to manifest even more of those. So that really clicks for me. So for me, it's listen to your intuition that you are going to have more enjoyment, that the enjoyment you're seeking is on its way. The universe is keeping track of your preferences and knows you want more joy, because who doesn't want more joy? Who doesn't want more bliss, right? Okay, so our focus cards are listen and enjoyment. Nice. That's nice and peaceful. Okay, we've got our cluttered cards. All right, that's it. Do I need to I don't think I need to recap too much. I think it was pretty self-explanatory this time. That feels like we were fast. Do you think we were fast, guys? I didn't ramble too much. Haha. Anyway, if you missed the beginning, you might want to listen again to that because we talked about the eclipse, and then Friday we have an energy shift. So when I come back, hopefully I come back Sunday. It is my son's birthday, but I would like to talk more about the energy shift. Maybe I'll come on Friday instead. We'll see. If you're in Jory's live stream library, you will get advance notice of when I'm coming on, and that's where I archive all of these live streams, so you can check that out. Hi, Tori. All right, guys. Yay, yay, yay. Happiness, all is well. I'm glad that week is over, but if you feel like things are coming up that are buried deeply, they're coming up for release. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. If you need help working through and processing those, connect with me for a session. If you feel like you need a higher self perspective, if you feel like you need a sounding board, something to help you center and so you can kind of figure things out, ground yourself a little bit more, I'm here, theblissfulknowing.com. You can just click book a session right there on the homepage. You can also sign up for my YouTube and my Instagram and my email list on the homepage if you scroll all the way down, theblissfulknowing.com. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next week. We'll see if it's going to be Friday or Sunday, and we will talk more about the details of the upcoming energy shift. Hold on tight if the eclipse is uprooting things for you. But like I said, I'm here for you if you need me. All right. Hi, Denise. We were talking about the eclipse, Denise. You got to check it out. It's really important stuff. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.